All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Irish Takes.
Welcome back.
We got the guys in studio, in the stew. Vibes are immaculate. I kid you not. Even though it's a little quiet to start off, Trevor is a little abandoned in the corner.
He's in the mood.
But yes, vibes are great. We are back. Baseball's back, up and kicking. Padres are back in town. We're going to talk about the Red Hot Rays. We're going to talk about beer sales and our favorite sponsorship and Roman's favorite topic, the Padres.
Absolutely.
Trevor, how the fudge are you?
I'm doing good. Pissed that the city of San Diego wanted to be gloomy today, but can't ask for too much, right?
You're wishing for sunny San Diego weather, huh?
You're damn right it was.
How was the train ride?
It was gloomy.
Gloomy?
Yep.
Didn't see much?
Nope.
I feel it.
Gloomy.
Long of the past, Roman.
Sorry.
All right, so baseball is back. The new rules have been kicking off, and they've been great. The only one I don't really talk about or hear about is the bases, but we can move on from that. But with the new rules, what I was getting to is the pitch clock has been speeding up games. They have been going an average of 2 hours and 38 minutes. It's about a half hour shorter than last year. You could tell the games are quick. If you go to games, they're very fast. Right. But one thing about quick games means we're getting to that beer cut off a little too quickly. Aren't we? Aren't we, boys?
I can't drink my beer fast enough. But honestly, I couldn't really tell, but because the only game I went to was opening day and there was a little bit of a delay. So I got like my correct amount of beers in. So
you got a juiced amount.
I've had a juiced amount.
You got your responsible amount of
beers in, but I have to go to another one to see if it really is a big deal.
Well, the Padres have extended theirs. They have extended it to the top of the 8th with the first out in the 8th, and they said that's as far as they could go because that's as far as their beer license is allowed.
Okay.
So the top of the 8th, so you get through the inning, and they give you one out to get your last beer.
You better be in front of that line.
You better be out of the pitch.
If you're in the middle of that line and somebody pops up first pitch, buddy, hey,
yeah, you're pissed.
We're closing gates.
Yeah, we're
that
pissed.
Guy might get on my hate list.
Yeah, that one game you're at, he pops up in the top of the 8th. It's quick out, and you're just waiting for your beer. Like, no,
you're actually at the counter. You're like, can I get a? And then. Ding. Actually, no more beers.
My register just turned off.
With the limits hit. Sorry.
You better give me that.
Here you go, sir, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
I guess that's out. That's the price that you got to pay for it when you pay for a good team, right?
That'll be fun to try to beat the clock, huh?
Some teams have gone through the 8th. Some teams haven't at all. I think it's only like 6 or 7 teams that have gone through the 8th. But one pitcher has come out, Matt Strom.
How much money are they losing?
They got to be losing money.
For
them to extend it through the inning and like max it out, got to be losing money.
So what? Like the 9th inning is like the 7th inning now?
Yeah, I guess.
Like time wise.
Yeah. Sometimes, bro, there used to be games that 3 innings would take an hour. And so I'm like, oh, 3rd inning, I get off work, the game starts at 6:40. Right. I'm still seeing the 1st inning, like those, like sometimes games will used to be over. Like that.
You can't be late.
No, can't.
You got to be there before the first pitch.
Damn.
Because if you're not, you've missed
your 3rd inning. Your 3rd inning when you get there.
Yeah. There's got to be a way though that they can jack up the price of something else to kind of.
Oh, they have done that. I am sure they're counterbalancing to make sure they make money.
Jerseys are,
but we're just saying that they are losing in one way, then they are winning in the other.
Yeah, and I agree a little bit with what Matt Strom was saying about the beer sales.
So what was he saying then, Trevor?
He was saying that we have a limit, we have a cutoff anyways to make sure that the fans can sober up through the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings and then drive home safely after the game. Now he says they extended it any plus the games have been shorter, so now it's that time where you're drinking a beer to you're driving behind the wheel is now shorter than what it used to be or what it should be.
Yeah, because if I get my beer through the 8th inning, in the middle of the 8th inning, By the time I finish that beer, the game is over.
Yeah.
The game's over, or I'm walking through to my car or to the train or my Uber.
Right.
And I got a beer in my hand until I hit the gates and they say, sir, please dispose of that.
Yeah.
But yes, Matt Strom is right in a way that the fan in me is a little sad because I do think responsibly.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
not all fans do.
Yeah, but they're adults. Like
they
got to follow the. This is the law.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like bars close at 2:00 at night. Like why can't we serve beer to the 9th inning? That makes no sense. Like
no, I totally.
You just got to be an adult about
it.
As
long as it's not 2 a.m. because a lot of the fans are going out after.
Right. Exactly.
The San Diego is a huge destination. Petco Park is in the middle of downtown. You walk out of Petco and you have streets that are just full of bars that are popping.
But I have to be sober for 3 innings, and then I have to.
Yeah, but I gotta kill my buzz. Yeah. Want to take a nap.
He literally
and not want to go to the bar.
Sleep. Exactly.
Damn right.
I want to get in the car.
I want to get in the car. You're making me want to get in the car. Right. Actually.
No, but all seriousness, there is some rights in there to what Mike Strom's saying, but there's also rights in what we're saying is that they're grown ass adults.
Right.
Yeah.
They're grown ass adults.
You can only drink when you're 21 and you're a grown ass adult. You got to make some choices, but whatever.
Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly.
Key point. All right, so are we going to hop right into our best team overall rankings?
Next segment.
Yeah, what was it?
Best beer in the world, best team in the world so far. The goddamn Red Hot Rays.
Yeah, and I'm happy for them and their 2,500 fans that show up to all their home games to watch them be 13-0 this year.
I'm not happy for their 2,500 fans. I'm happy for the 2,500 bettors that have rode them for so long and won.
Right.
Because I don't want to jump in and jinx it for all the other fans, or the other bettors, but I feel like you jump on those bandwagons early and you get with it and you ride the hot streak out, and look where we're at. They have tied the record of best opening day since opening day start.
And they play the Blue Jays.
13-0.
Damn, really?
They play the Blue Jays the next 3
Their
games.
World Series odds went down so much. And when do you ever see a team that starts off undefeated go on to win the World Series?
And then World Series goes down.
Yes.
Damn.
That's what I think that is.
Wow.
Like, if you're gonna put a future on them, I think right now is the absolute worst time to do it because their price is only going to increase. I truly don't think they can last. I do think they're a great team, and they have shown year after year that they're going to make the playoffs, and this year doesn't seem any different than that. But
the gas has got to fall off.
Yes.
All right.
They're
gas has got to run out.
They're very young. They lead the league in homers. Like all of these things.
They got a Mexican champion, Randy Arozarena.
No, I think he's a bronze medalist, but
I didn't.
I don't think champion was the right description.
Maybe
there.
champion was the right word there, but Mexican beast, maybe.
Okay. What's beast in Espanol?
In Espanol,
Chupacabra.
Animal.
Oh,
he's a Mexican animal.
He's the franimal.
Franimal, basically. But he has a lot of RBIs. I think like 18 RBIs.
That team is
killing
it right now.
You can't have a better start. Like
they're top 5 in every stat. We were going through the stats before the podcast, and homers number 1, runs scored number 1, then run pitching they're top 5.
Yeah,
they're everything. Like they're just
killing it.
It across the board. They are red hot to start. That team is full of a lot of young talent, like you said. Yeah. And their best pitching has not even started yet.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean, their best pitcher is a little bit of ways away from
Glasnow's so return. Good, too.
And
yes,
he is a great pitcher. He's
on
been away for
team.
A long time.
Yeah, people think McClanahan is like that dude. Like, Glasnow is proved that he's that dude. And he's hurt, yes, so it's going to be slow to get him back. But, I mean, if he gets anywhere near to what he was, like... this team easily has the best rotation.
I hope they're taking their time and making sure, but yeah, the Rays farm, dude, they just turn over talent.
They're hitting, dude. This is what happens. You win when you hit. You put runs on the board, you win.
I like
every game they played in, they put like 8 runs or more.
I like that the Rays, pretty much everyone they got from like trades isn't panned out, and everyone in their like system is naturally kind of progressed. Like,
it's crazy.
I would say Manuel Margot has not lived up to his hype that he has,
but he's been a pretty consistent major league player.
I would say, average
laid down
MLB
a nice
outfielder.
bunt today.
Francisco Mejia, he hasn't lived up to anything, but now I guess he's in this 13 game period, he has lived up to what they were expecting. Luis Patino, have barely heard his name ever. And
you know who they got? They got a whole Christian Bencourt over there.
Yeah.
Playing catcher, and he's good now. Former Padre. Padres were trying him out as a reliever.
Really?
Because he was so bad at catching at the time.
I thought we had him as a catcher though too.
Yeah, as a catcher, he went back and forth, but they actually pitched him in like spring games as a reliever.
As a reliever? Like oh my god!
Yeah, I've actually seen him pitch before. For
Imagine
some reason.
that.
No,
hey, buddy, you suck at catching.
Just came to the top of my head. And he's actually a decent catcher for the Rays over there. Like they turned him into. He has a cannon of an arm.
Yeah.
Like has a cannon of an arm. That's why they tried him at pitching. He was throwing like 98 or something like that. But Rays dominant to start. I mean, in that division, that's always great to get that type of lead. 13 game winning streak so far, crazy. Tied major league record so far.
They're 3 teams, away. Right? Only 3 teams.
Yeah, and they were all like 100
years 1987, 1845.
In the dead ball era.
Yeah.
They were when Babe Ruth and those lawyers
fake,
and those
fake.
Yeah, not the live ball era.
The miners, you know, like like not miners, like
coal miners.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, not kids. That would be kids. No way kids could play this game.
Speaking of kids, Padres have a prospect that just entered the top 100.
Oh my god, dude!
And he's only 16.
He hit a nuke the other day.
Nuke off of a major league arm.
Luis Castillo, I think his name was.
Yes. Ethan Salas.
16 years old. Is
that good, Roman?
Absolutely.
We're going to see him on the Padres at 18. I tweeted that out.
At 18? You think 2 more years, buddy? I think we see him tomorrow.
Not at 16.
Austin Nola gets the fucking toss.
We're 2 years away from him.
I was waiting for that response from someone.
See him tomorrow.
Let's bring him up tomorrow. Let's start him tomorrow.
I gave it to you, buddy.
Well, I was just picturing
Nola
you
has been trash.
Like Padre fan 5'4", saying that. Bring Salas up tomorrow.
I'm taller than you.
No, that's the username. Padre fan 54.
Okay.
Or Padre fan 98 super fan.
My bad. I did not get that one at all.
Holy.
I thought he was commenting on the height. My bad.
I'll never comment on anyone's height.
Don't say that because that makes you sound small.
Yeah.
No, I'm 6 foot.
All right, good.
Good.
Yeah. We should be the 6 foot and up club. That should be the next name.
Average 6.
No, it should be 6'1" and up club because 6 foot.
I can't claim 6'1", buddy. 6'1's a little stretch.
6'1's a reach out of my height. Dog.
Yeah. 6'1.
That's me.
6'1 with my boots.
You're 6'2" with the boots on. You clear 6 feet.
You're 6 poo.
Well then. Padres finished their road trip up with a winning record, but did not fare too well versus the Mets. That had a poor outcome. Had an early game because of the flight home. Not too many days off in this long stretch, so they got to turn around, play a lot of games coming up. But hey, Tatis is only a week away.
Let's do it.
Juan Soto is heating.
Soto's heating
up.
We're gonna see Manny Machado play back in Petco. I think he's gonna heat back up.
A home run right
we
now.
need him to heat back up.
Bad.
What I want to talk about with the Padres is speaking of their catchers.
Drew Pomerantz?
No.
Oh, no, you said catcher. Sorry.
No, yeah, Drew Pomerantz got scratched. We don't have to talk about him. The catchers, Austin Nola versus Luis Campuzano. What the fuck?
Like, thank God we have Nelson Cruz to be doing an all right job because
what?
No, not because
he's going in for fucking.
We're not talking about Nelson. We're not talking about Nelson Cruz. We're talking about Austin Nola versus Luis Campuzano. Right. I do agree what you're saying, but that does not affect this scenario.
Right.
This scenario is that we have a far better catcher getting far less playing time. It's a talk of the town across Padres Twitter, Padres podcast, Padres news, social, whatever you want to say. But Luis Campusano it seems like he strides ahead of Nola. I don't know what's up with Nola. At times, Nola is a very above average catcher.
At times, I haven't
At
seen
times.
it yet.
Oh, not this season, but at times.
And I personally think we, as in Padres fans, are weighing this 13-game stretch from Luis Campusano a little too much.
A little too much because he's only played in 4 or only started 4 games.
I don't think he's as good as Padres Twitter advertised, but numbers don't lie, and Austin Nola's percentiles are definitely the worst like you could be from a catcher standpoint. Like, I understand the hate that people give him, but at the same time, I don't think Luis Campusano is the answer to this.
No, and like we were talking about earlier,
it might not be an
eventually
answer, but give him a
be
chance.
Ethan.
Yeah.
But right now, we need Campusano to do at least split 50-50.
Yeah, and
right now it's 70-30.
I like to picture it as we don't need a average, like major league average level catcher. We don't need one. We need 3 or 4, 2 or 3 people that can average a major league average catcher. So catcher is one of the hardest positions to find somebody that is above average or even average at. So it's not something that I am weighing too heavily on, but I want to see how the pitchers like the catchers, because that has been a problem in the past where Campusano hasn't been the pitcher's preference behind the plate. And yes, he is hitting well. The Padres are 4-0 in his starts.
What if that certain pitcher has a lot of excuses, though? A lot of things.
I don't think it's that one. I think there's more.
I mean, maybe, but maybe that one has a couple friends and they like to get. I don't know. Maybe that's a little deeper than we think. Right now we're seeing Campusano play far better. We're seeing his pop times get far better than they were last season. And we're seeing, obviously, him look better at the plate last season. He had 3 hits the other night, first time in his career. I mean, no dongs yet, but only 4 starts.
It went off the wall.
Yeah.
I think Nola's time is ticking, though. I think he's on the hot seat for sure.
I do, too. And I think Bob is given the veteran presence.
Yes. Exactly.
And obviously, like you're saying, the pitchers do have a hand in this. And Bob was a catcher before. And I think Bob is teaching.
Bob was a catcher?
Bob was a catcher. So he holds catchers to a higher standard. So one, Bob's being the veteran move and giving Nola the veteran because he's been part of this team longer. But he's also making Campusano earn his shot.
Yes.
He's not giving him. And that's what all these sissy fucking Padre Twitter boys talk about. They want to give Campusano the fucking gold medal pedestal, like you're saying. No, this is early numbers. We're seeing 13 games. Let's get into fucking 80 games of seeing. Let's get him through 40 games played or something like that. I'm arguing just a 50-50 playing field because how bad Nola is, but I see what Bob is doing more than Padres Twitter does, because Padres Twitter just get rid of Nola. Yeah.
Trade Nola yesterday.
In hindsight, yes, because we're so given hand to mouth.
Maybe people just want to nip it in the butt now.
But AJ Preller is so good to us that everyone's like, oh, trade Nola and get us, like, bro, chill out.
I'm not saying trade him. I just want
13 games.
50-50 time, like you said.
I want 50-50 time, but we're 13 games. Like Shenny said, Campusano's only a couple games into his numbers are definitely inflated. And we need him to earn his shot. He'll never be anything in this league unless he earns it.
And it doesn't help the team if we give him the spot and he is just as shitty as Nola's been.
Yes, it does not help us at all. Bob is so hard on catchers, so I know he's given him the work, and it's going to be good work.
You want a little bit of competition throughout the year. So Manny and Tati have said this in years past, that Tati makes Manny better because he sees how good he is. Manny makes Tati better because he sees how good Manny and fucking Machado is. So
if these guys are athletes, they will have the competition.
You're going to compete, and most likely the times of people and compete, someone rises and someone fails. It only truly helps the team as a whole if there's a little bit of competition and the best rises.
Yes. This is what the team needs, because the Padres have so many spots that are just given. How many spots have starters earn their role already. Manny Machado, Sander Bogarts,
Juan Soto.
Ha-Seong Kim, Juan Soto, Jake Cronenworth, Trent Grisham, 2-time Gold Glove winner. I mean, every spot on this roster has been earned. So the rest of those guys have to fight and claw. And yes, we want Campuzano. I want Campuzano because it looks like he's playing better. But you got to still earn your shot, kid.
That's right.
And I fucking love what Bob's
he's
doing.
Been earning it.
Because
so
Bob's not, we're not listening to fucking old media and all this. Why doesn't Campuzano get more of that? He's got to earn a shot. He's got to play consistent. Because we saw what Nola did in the playoffs. Everyone's all like, oh, Nola. Man was clutch in the playoffs. He hit very well in the playoffs. I'd like a 300 or close to it in the playoffs. So I don't want to hear much from
it's
Padres Twitter.
It's not like Nola is going 0 for 4 strikeouts, not going to like the cages after the game. Like I guarantee he's working on it, trying to get better.
Are you sure?
And this is only a 13-game stretch out of 162.
You can't throw nobody out to save his life, but that means the bags are bigger.
That has always been a problem, though.
I feel like it always has been a problem, and then the base is just added on top of it. Now he's just never gonna do it.
Well, yes, essentially, but half of it is him having a weaker arm, and half of it is the pitcher.
The time clock is already affecting the base running. I don't think it's really necessarily the bases. I think it's the time clock. The hitter or the runners know exactly when the pitcher is going to throw.
You can guess more correctly.
Right.
You have a time box that tells you, oh shit, he's got to start now.
Has there already been more steals than there ever has been?
Yes, the steals numbers are huge right now.
Yeah.
Steals are up and offense is up in general as a whole.
All right.
This year because of these new rules
and the juice balls.
Right.
So then I can't be mad at him for the throwing out.
Huh?
I can't be mad at him for the bad defense.
No, you can be mad at him. I'm not saying
just the batting.
He hasn't proved anything to not be mad at him, but I just know
we need to be better with
the ebbs and flows of 162 games, and he could be batting 330 for 10 games, and we're fucking Nola is the best ever. Keep Nola forever. He's the Lord and Savior. Austin fucking Nola. And then there's these 13 games that it happens that the season's brand new, that we are all tuned in to the brand new season. In June, half of these people that are tuned in now that are Padres fans that have they're
gonna be tuned out.
They're gonna be tuned out because June comes.
They're gonna be in summer at the pool. Oh, the Padre game's on. All right, well, I'll check it later.
They're gonna be at Knob City.
not even checking.
They don't even know the Padres are playing
concerts. Coachella's this weekend.
Oh,
it's all starting. It's starting.
Yeah, see?
Hey, buddy, but you can't win the pennant in April, but you can definitely lose it.
You can definitely lose it.
I don't think you can.
We should nip these problems in the butt now before we get too deep.
You got to find them, but this team's going to find itself in a week.
Yeah, Tatis comes back and we're fully
we start answering questions in a week.
Right.
Because the team has to take a huge step up, and they know that, and Tati knows that. Tati comes back in a week. Where does he start in the lineup? Boom, Cheney.
Bob already said leadoff. Bob Melvin, not Bob you.
Bob Melvin,
but Bob me has been preaching leadoff. So thank you, me, and thank him.
No.
Where do you want him necessarily?
I said 2, but maybe 3.
It's 1 or 4 for me. It's 1 or 4.
You want him clean up?
It's 1 or 4.
No, he's batting 4. First. It's gonna be
4.
No, Manny's gonna be 3.
Tatis, Soto, Manny, X.
Yes,
that's how it should go. That's how it should go.
I like that.
That's how it should go. And it's gonna be Tatis versus Soto for the MVP right here, right now. Even though they're not gonna give it to Tatis, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh my God! So you guys just want to lead off Dinger first at bat? That's what you.
That's what Tatis wants to.
No,
that's just how you win ball games. You're up 1-0 in the first inning,
buddy. I feel like Bob Melvin's gonna humble him, put him down in the list.
He said I was watching a Padres game. He said, "Oh, I'm probably gonna put him lead off to start." When he comes back, I'm gonna put him lead off.
But that's just to get the Padres hyped.
No, that's
that's what he said. He told the reporter.
Tatis is the best leadoff hitter in the world, I think.
Yeah. Is he batting leadoff in El Paso?
If he bats leadoff, he will be better than Ricky Henderson.
Is he batting leadoff in El Paso?
I don't know. I don't watch El Paso
games. I don't think so right now, no. But Tatis he loves the lights all on him. He loves that energy, that feeling. Oh, I am the first batter of this game. Come pitch to me.
Yeah, I like that.
I want to show the team I could put this game on my back right here, right now.
What I like about him
that's what he does. He did it. Versus who?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
First at bat dinger. That's what I'm saying.
First at bat dinger. First at bat dinger. Yes.
No, but that's why I like it because he hits fastballs well. A lot of pitchers' first pitch of the game is a fastball.
Right.
He is ready and locked, loaded to hit at all times, and that's what the energy Bob's
He's
saying.
A hitter first.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's an athlete second.
And it's. I mean, we're gonna preach it until he comes back, but people forget how fucking good he is.
The world has 4 guys, Trevor, and I cannot believe it.
Insane.
The world has forgot how good.
They're going to remember real quick.
Fernando Tatis Jr. is. And they're going to remember all those kids were wearing the wigs. It's going to be all over ESPN
the
Sports
face
Center.
Of baseball.
The face of baseball is back. We are soon to forget the mistakes. Because watch, in a year or two, they're going to be like, what happened? This kid is the best baseball player of all time. Oh, they're testing him every week. Oh, he's clean. He's clean every day. He never fucking has another thing happen to him again. His entire career, and they're gonna be like, was it a bad test?
Yeah, we're gonna start that.
We're gonna start that. Was it a bad test? Once he's 10 years deep,
the radar wasn't a collab or whatever it's called, wasn't aligned.
Whatever.
False advertisement.
I think it was the Dodgers.
The Dodgers tested him.
Dodgers paid the tester. False negative.
False negative.
False positive.
We gotta put that out. We gotta put that.
Dave Roberts. We need to interview.
Wow! Breaking news: Dodgers pay steroids found on Tatis Jr. Wow!
Wow!
That's sad.
Next day, Tatis 3 home runs off Clayton Kershaw.
Well, the Padres are opening up this series today. If you're listening to this podcast, versus the Brewers. And the best thing about it is we're not going to see who, Trevor?
Corbin Burns.
Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woodruff. We should fucking win.
Last year, we had to eat them up multiple times, I felt like. This year, we're going to go through this series without having to face their 1-2 punch. We do have to face Freddie. We do have to face Colin Ray today, a former Padre. We have to face the other former Padre in their Eric Lauer. So it's going to be versus former Padres, and that's the Padres' kryptonite.
Is former Padres.
Padres is the Padres' kryptonite.
The other Tommy Pham the other day went 3 for 3 the other day against us, I think, or something like that. 2 for 3. Had a 2.
He blamed it on Pacers. He said that game was for Pacers. I heard him.
That was crazy, bro. Funny. He hit it right at Manny Machado. Manny Machado fucked it up. Oh, I was pissed. If I was Manny, I'd be pissed.
You know what else I saw? MLB Network was advertising Ohtani versus Judge, and I was like, damn, that's gonna be a good game. Angels Yankees. I feel like I don't see those games. Like. It's gonna be great. I like the interleague changes.
Love it.
I love it. It's so good that we have so many more games versus each other, and then instead of playing fucking 19 versus each other in our division.
Well, and I like it too. That I think it's going to. You're not going to see a team win 112, 113 games anymore. I think it's going to be more down.
You're not going to beat the hell out of the worst team in your division.
Yeah, 58 times. Like, that's not going to happen.
The best part about it, in my general opinion, is that the most hate the Padres or any West Coast team gets is that the East Coast team fans go to sleep before our games. So they don't get to see how good we are. We, on the other hand, are up all day long during
get
the
sports.
See their
games, our games.
All of it.
Yeah, right.
And we go, no, dude, your team's a piece of shit. My team's really good. Fernando Tatis is the best player in the world. And they're going, nah, dog. Team sucks. They
Aaron
really
Judge.
won.
Aaron
Judge.
Uncle Cohen.
Exactly. Now they get to actually see the San Diego Padres play their team. and face them, and they're gonna stay up to watch those games and stuff like that.
Love that.
So it's gonna make any other team. I'm just using the Padres as an example because it's my team, but any team that doesn't from West Coast to East Coast, usually late teams, but that's usually Padres or Dodgers.
Right.
On this time. So yeah, facing the Brewers. After the Brewers,
big game, 4 games.
Atlanta.
The Braves
series, I
again.
think. Yeah, we have a gauntlet going the next 3 series.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. We're throwing
Brewers,
Tatis right into the fire, baby.
Braves, and then Tatis first
Dodgers.
game versus the.
Oh, Dodgers, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dodgers.
My schedule says Arizona.
Oh,
Is my schedule off?
April 20th. Don't
Yeah.
forget,
That's Arizona.
if you watch Average Stakes, there's going to be a
Arizona.
specially named strain of weed getting dropped on 420.
What?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
What'd you say?
No idea what he's
The
talking about.
Tatis OG.
Tatis OG when he drops a dong.
First
You
game
got- you
back,
gotta
he
hit the-
always drops bombs.
You got to hit the bong. Oh, my rapper now.
Oh, wait, what? Where do we go? Where do we went left here?
Yeah, we totally went left. But we were talking about the Padres. This series and the next series is hard, and then we see the Diamondbacks who've been red hot. So it is definitely gone like Shane
Yeah,
says.
the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks
They
been
are
hot.
giving me that fucking Colorado Rocky vibe where they just beat the fuck out of us always.
I don't know. We
I
gotta
hate
take it
that,
to 'em.
dude.
We gotta
Don't
take
say
him. That's
that.
Tatis series back. That's easy.
Right,
Easy money sniper.
right.
All right. That's about as much as I had to talk about.
Yep. 13 games in, it's been fun.
13 games. I wish we would beat the Mets.
I really do too.
That kind of sucked. Pete Alonso hit his 6th homer. What is
To
that,
the
tied for
moon.
lead?
To the moon.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's bomb was to the moon.
Juan Soto's ball was at blue. That
To
was
the
like
fucking
460.
Yeah, that was
457
453 or something like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
453. Nailed it right on the head. Roland.
Sheesh.
Bonus
All right.
points.
Nothing wrong with being average.